Definitely wasn't me. I think Pleaser is
Oh, yes, you're part of the group, but you're part of the group that sued me, but you think you're gonna hide behind decentralization now? Wait till Ox.fun gets DDoSed. I'm fucking in the process of hacking it as we speak.
that would be that'd be
We have
very
a bug
impossible.
bounty program. We have you can get paid for that, sir. We have a bug bounty program. But,
It wouldn't shock me if you could hack it, honestly. I think the site is okay, but
Where's
not as
where's the Ox live? I'm gonna get the Ox too.
as the Ox live. It kind of lives.
I was told there's a physical Ox.
Well, that
it
Ox is.
lives, well, it also lives on base now, actually. It used to live mostly just like Ethereum main chain, but actually it lives mostly on base for, in like aerodrome pool. So, so that would be a great place to look for it. But,
I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna find him. I need proof of Ox. I'm gonna make Ox fried rice while I sue you back. Sue. Piece of. I thought we were friends. I had so much alpha for you. I was gonna give you a $10 million alpha right there. And you fucked it up. You dropped the ball by affiliating with these stupid fucks, these nobodies, these no coiners, these centralizers. This is not a DAO. This is a SAO. Centralized authoritarian organization that you're a part of.
I guess
burn those tokens, bro.
I guess Chow.
Burn those Pepes.
CAO.
Burn those Peeps.
CAO.
Just burn them.
CAO would be Chow, I think, or Cow, but definitely not Sao. I feel.
You're very cavalier about this, just like you were with your last situation. Let me inform you that I'm not Singapore, alright? I'm fucking the real deal. I'm the big shot. You get investigated by the Shkreli investigative unit, it's a much bigger problem than Singaporean authorities, alright?
We should, who we should get in a space is Machi. Cause, I feel like, Machi and you on a space.
He usually is in these spaces. Next time he's in, let's pull him in.
They're all pussies. They're all centralized. He's got no say in anything. Nobody asked him about anything. He's irrelevant. There's only one guy in charge of Pleaser DAO.
And that's Sue? Or who is it?
That is the guy who's the chief legal officer, who was the general counsel.
It's the Matt guy, you mean?
Right.
Yeah, we call him World War III.
Is it gonna get resolved? I mean, I really don't follow it at all.
I mean, you should give me your peeps. You should disavow the centralization. Unless you stand for centralization, Sue. You tell me. You're a big crypto guy, right? You like this centralization? Is that what DAO should be about? You support this lawsuit?
I mean, DAOs, I had a long form post about DAOs maybe a year ago.
Yeah, but what are your actions? You can,
my conclusion on DAOs is that DAOs are not real, because the problem is.
Yeah, well, you're a part of one. You're a part of one that is centralized and instead of using law's code, they're running and crying to the government. Wow, please help me. Big Shkreli is beating me up. Help me, give me a restraining order. This is bullshit, Zoo. This is bullshit. I don't need to speak Chinese to say that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit in every language.
Oh.
And your job as a leader in this field is to explain to people that this is not what Web3 is about, lawsuits. This is not what crypto is about, centralization, one guy deciding for the group, for the quote-unquote DAO. Listen, if this was a company, I have no problem. But it's not a company. It's a DAO. And in a DAO, decision-making authority is supposed to be delegated and decentralized according to on-chain principles. So if you want to talk the talk, knock yourself out. But now you have a chance to walk the walk.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say though about DAOs, DAOs aren't real, is the thing. So,
Okay, so you are a part of Pleaser DAO, yes or no?
Pleaser DAO. So the problem with all DAOs in crypto these days is that there's no voting for anything, and the reason why there's no voting for anything is because even what people realize is that even when there's a vote, you still then rely on a person to affect the actions of the vote into reality. And that's for all DeFi DAOs, right? So you've had stuff happen on projects where there is an on-chain vote, but there's no binding. You cannot bind the vote to then things happening. And so what's happened over
So
time?
it's a scam like everything else in your fucking life, basically, is what it is.
I wouldn't say it's a scam like everything else. I think it's a scam in a different way. I think it's something where the word DAO was used for a lot of like organizations, like to describe them. But there's, first of all, like I think the DAO tooling, the space never created the DAO tooling needed for things to actually get governed as DAOs. And that was one of the big critiques of Ethereum last cycle, which is that literally nothing that says it's a DAO can be governed as a DAO, right?
Okay, that's cool, man. You got a lot of words, but why are you a part of it? Why are you supporting it?
I mean, I think it's, I think it's a group that's trying to do good. I think that they've done some interesting stuff.
By litigating?
I didn't realize they were going to litigate. I think that that's a mistake. I think there's differing views across a lot of people in the DAO.
I mean, this is the egg. They're single-handedly killing the DAO idea, which was already a life support.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to go to Andreessen, and I'm going to offer to buy... I'm going to go to Andreessen, and I'm going to offer to buy the Pleaser DAO stake Andreessen has. If they want to play games like this.
but even if you,
Then I'll be the boss of
but
Pleaser
even
DAO.
if you buy the stake, like, how would you have control? Like that's, cause it's just tokens.
Well, I don't know. Oh, there's no valuation. There's no corporation. They bought tokens. Andreessen bought tokens.
I don't know exactly what they bought, but
Well, I'll buy those, and then if I don't get my way, I'll sue for not getting my way and paying money for these tokens and getting nothing in return. So we could do this all day, and all it does is embarrass the idea of this space. Which, again, what I was told when I was a baby boy is that DAOs were going to free us from the chains of corporations, that everyone is going to be making informed decisions together. We're all going to vote together. But you found out this news like everybody else, didn't you, on Twitter?
I think
It happened in secret clandestine boardroom.
I think that DAOs are maybe 10 years before their time. I used to think it was less, but I think it's now like 10 years. But I mean, I think you have a lot of supporters. I think you have a lot of supporters in crypto too. Like I read some of the replies and some of the stuff. I think you have a reasonable number of supporters. Like I genuinely hope it's.
I hope everyone hates me. I hope everyone jumps off a bridge and dies. I don't care about supporters. What I care about is, because that doesn't fucking help me. Do you understand? What helps me is that people don't lie, people don't steal, people don't cheat, especially when it comes to business dealings with me. And you've crossed Martin Shkreli, which is a big fucking problem for you in case you don't realize it. And by being part of this Pleaser DAO, you are collateral damage. Ox.fun is collateral damage. Kyle and Lucas, or whatever the fuck his name is, the third guy, he's collateral damage. Every one of these projects is on my radar now. I will buy out Pleaser DAO. I will buy out Andreessen's stake in Pleaser DAO. I don't give a fuck what it takes. Until I'm not breathing, this shit is gonna get destroyed by Shkreli. And there are many corpses in my fucking path. And you guys are about to be another one.
I'm sorry to hear that, Martin, but I mean, we're big fans of you, honestly. I hope it gets resolved. Like I think
but you say that, but it's obvious you're bigger fans of whatever fucking douchebag is running the DAO. Because your allegiances are to him.
But I mean,
so don't lie to me, Zoo. If you're a big fan of mine, burn your peeps, send them to me, do something. Don't just sit there and say, well, I'm a big fan of you, but I you know what? I can't go back on the Pleaser DAO guys. They're my real friends.
Okay.
You know, it's
fans the wrong
two-faced thing to say. Zoo.
Maybe fans the wrong word. I think maybe a more accurate word would be, I can see both sides, right? Like, I think that on the one hand, I think suing you is kind of like a dick move. On the other hand, I think
cringe. I mean, I can defend myself in court. I'm not worried about it.
Cringe is a good word as well.
I'm not worried about it.
I think on the other hand, like, you know, I think, you know, on our podcast, you discussed how, you know, you gave the songs out in exchange for blowjobs, which that I can understand and respect. But I think when you put it on the spaces, for everyone to hear it, I thought that was a bit of a faux pas. I don't know. I mean, it's just a style thing. But honestly, it's at the end of the day, I think everyone plays their own cards. Like everyone does their own thing. I feel like there's a medium ground there. Like I think that they should pay more
You're
homage.
playing the wrong card. You're playing the wrong card, is what I'm telling you. You're trying to act like you're an independent party in this shit. You're on the Pleaser DAO team. You're on the enemy team. You want to be my enemy? Cool.
Enemy spotted. What if he starts
But that means
voting?
I'm
Are you
coming
still
for
gonna be mad
Ox.
at
I'm
him?
coming for you. I'm coming for everything. Again, I'm on my way to my lawyer. I don't give a fuck about a lawsuit. I got a million lawsuits, man. That's nothing. It's the symbolism of these nerds, the gall of these nerds to think they even have a case.
Hey, you're all shitcoin losers. Buy Bitcoin. You're all part of a centralized Ponzi scheme. Scam. You're all scammers. Bitcoin only, and that's it.
Who you talking to me?
Someone kick me
Are you
off.
speaking English?
Losers.
You
Get
talking
me
to
out
me?
of this shithole. This is a hole.
Is this the
Get
Mandarin
me out.
session?
Can someone kick me out, please?
Hey, Martin,
Bitcoin
bro, we
only.
met before you went to jail, man. Right when we had those trading discourse going on, you came and said
Eventually,
what's up
everyone will learn.
way back in the day.
It's Bitcoin only, you losers. Every single 530
Has the Mandarin
million
session started?
losers.
Is this the Chinese session? Should I leave?
Bitcoin only.
Hey, Martin. Respect
You
what you're
guys are so
doing.
sad. 530 of you.
Okay, this guy I'm gonna remove. I don't
Scammers.
know.
Dude, can you just block this dude?
Yeah, let me get.
Is this Chinese? Ni hao.
I think we're still.
Yo, Martin. I support you suing these guys. Let's get
Emotional damage.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Martin, get some clarity on what a fucking DAO is. Sue them so we actually have some actual idea what a DAO is in the modern sense. Because majority of these are just like cucks that all know each other and don't make decision and send out like fake Ponzi tokens. Then saying we're a collective group. So I think
Well, that's the first thing. That's the first thing in the lawsuit is you have no standing because you're not a fucking entity. What are you? Who's damaged?
Exactly. And find out where they're, and I don't know where they're actually registered as a business. Some DAO is supposed to be an actual fucking registered business, just with a different shareholder setup. But that's not what a lot of people are actually doing. So,
but your guy, your hero, Sue, in this space.
Nah, don't fucking put me with Sue.
Hey, quiet down for a second. All right, so I'm your hero. Whatever. Either way,
I'm my own
Sue's
fucking hero.
Here. All right, good for you. You're a superhero. You're fucking Superman. Sue is here LARPing as a crypto maxi, as a decentralization maxi, and he's part of a DAO that doesn't vote on anything. That's centralized. That's authoritarian. Just like his Chinese background. CCP DAO. That's what it is. CCP DAO. He's a member of the CCP DAO. He believes when push comes to shove, when shit hits the fan, he believes in centralization. He needs the government to help him. That's what happens. That's what Suzu is about, just so you know. Alright? So trade on ox.fun, because when push comes to shove, this guy's gonna sue you. He's gonna support suing you. He's not disavowing Pleaser DAO. Those are his homies. He likes being part of groups that sue. He put in his 5 cents to sue somebody here. That's the kind of guy you want to align with? Cool. He's not only going to lose the lawsuit, but his reputation for being a maxi about decentralization in crypto, I don't know, to me it's out the window now. Final lawsuit is about the least crypto thing you
doesn't
can
give
do.
a fuck about decentralization, man. This dude's in here for the cash, bro.
100%.
Just like everyone else, though. I mean, who else is fucking LARPing as a decentralization maxi? Most people are.
Well, I'm not about to sue. I'm not about to sue somebody and be a fed.
Nah. Everything is just gonna come up in discovery, which is the dumbest bullshit ever. Which
honestly don't even think
as a
Sue
crypto
had
bro,
any part to
why the
take in
fuck
that
do you
shit.
want to
He's
sue
just
anyone?
probably part of the DAO just because the fucking pleaser girl's Asian.
Yeah, why the fuck you want to sue anyone in crypto? What, Martin's gonna do discovery on your ass and then find out you don't pay your fucking taxes or something like that?
Exactly. Ask Pleaser, man. You got 60 nerds that fucking all of a sudden became centralized maxis.
Yeah.
Legal maxis.
Yeah.
Fucking Fed maxi. That's
Bro,
what you
she's
guys
got
are.
like a
Wait
crew
until
of simps behind her, man. You're dealing with like
wait until
70
they find
simps.
out. Wait until they find out that because they sell tokens to U.S. citizens, now they actually have to pay fucking U.S. taxes. Oh, nobody thought about that.
Or have to talk to the SEC about securities fraud. And talk to the SEC about selling unregistered securities. Same shit.
And once you buy the stake from Horowitz, then you actually have a case against them as like what's it called, an unjust restitution or some shit like that. It's kind of hilarious.
Oh yeah, listen.
Or
That pleaser tokens, they're worth fucking nothing. Horowitz would send them to me for fucking 2 cents on the dollar.
So, or you guys can stop putting your money in fucking DAOs. That's what you could do.
No, these nerds are all together. Sue's one of them. There's 60 of them. They have all the same mindset, which is they're going to pray that they can meme their way to wealth, and they're going to pray that they will do whatever it takes, any means necessary. No loyalty, no love, no respect. They'll work with the feds on one side, then there'll be vigilante criminals on the other side. Then I need the government. But I thought you were a criminal like me, Zoo. I thought you were cool.
Stu, I thought you were part of
you
the
had
set.
friends.
Don't let him talk that way to you.
And now you're a fed? You a fed, homie?
Stu,
I thought you were one of me. I thought you were
I thought you were part of the set. Come on. Don't let him say that.
Everybody's a part of the set until they figure out somebody else is making more money than them.
The facts speak for itself. You started out as a criminal, cool. You're dope. You evade the law. You don't pay taxes. You're on chain. You lived a life. And now you're part of a group suing somebody. You're crying to the feds. Judge, help me, Judge. Judge, I need your help.
Yo,
I'm being
Stu,
bullied by Martin
you big
Shkreli.
homie. Don't let this dude be talking to you like that. You set the standard in crypto. Come on.
Burn the tokens.
Yeah,
Burn the fucking
go and talk to Pleasure DAO. Let them know what the fuck it is. Say you're all
They'll never be
retards,
cool.
and just say
They'll never be cool. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I want to fight this lawsuit. Don't worry about the fucking lawsuit. I'm not angry about that. I'm angry that homie's LARPing. You're either about the life or you're not. And you're not about it if you're using the fucking court system.
yo, Sue,
You know,
I have an
you want to
idea.
work with the SEC next? You're going to testify
Make a
against me,
perp
Sue?
token for Pleasure DAO. Make a perp token. Make perps on OKX, and we'll support you. And Martin, go again with your lawsuit.
So who's LARPing next? Come on, give me those tokens.
This is like when Bored Ape sued fucking Ryder Rips. Same shit.
Did Ryder Rips win?
No, Bored Ape won, but, you know, the cringeness of it. Of, you're copying my JPEG, stop it. You know, it made it the least cool thing in the world. The thing went down 95% for a lot of reasons, not just that, but it's just cringe. Like, these nerds that are like, we're gonna buy the Wu-Tang to set it free from this fucking evil dude. Cause we're cool. We're cool crypto dudes. Like Machi. Token black pleaser DAO guy.
Yo, Martin, are you a Jew?
What? You fucking incel? Shut the fuck up. So, anyway, these pleaser nerds, we're gonna liberate this album. But now that it's being liberated, we're gonna sue. Oh, we gotta stop this. And this is the guy. This is Sue. You can't hide behind a pleaser DAO. It's 60 people. You're one of them. They didn't tell you about it because you're nobody to them. But they don't let you vote on it because you're nobody to them. But you're still one of them.
Right. You copied my pegs, but actually no one owns them. Like,
Don't worry, Kyle. I got something for you too. I got the whole Foreman grill ready. We're getting warmed up. I'm gonna stick you on there soon.
yeah, you hear him, Kyle. What's your response, Kyle?
I haven't
Martin,
even started with him.
Martin, bro, I'm not part of Pleaser DAO. I would be on your side. I'm trying to stay out of this. I honestly don't give a shit about it that much. But if I picked a side, I'd be on yours.
The problem is trying to stay out of it. When you try to stay out of shit, that's the problem.
No, but I'm literally not part of it.
Out of,
like,
People tried to stay out of Nazi Germany invading Poland.
Nah, the
I'm
homies
not a
say
part
pick
of
a
that.
fucking side or get burnt. That's what he's saying.
I think
Kyle's part of it. He's just saying that because it's Pride Month, Martin.
Yeah, I know Hitler's a bad dude, but yo, I can't be a part of this, bro. I can't take sides.
Hey,
I mean,
Hitler did nothing wrong.
if I owned Hitler tokens, I'd probably sell them, but I don't. So,
But Martin, like, why did you play the song on your spaces?
Because I can do what I want, because I have the legal right to. This lawsuit is bullshit. I'm in the right, not them. Just because you file a $15 lawsuit does not make you right. Right? A
I
lawsuit
thought this space was about decentralization.
So is suing decentralized or not?
It's a legal maxi. Centralized authoritarian organization. SAO. Don't ever call it Pleaser DAO again. That name is done. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get the private keys to change the inscription, the metadata, the contract. I'm going to change it to Pleaser SAO forevermore.
Change the name of the space to DAO Supercycle.
DAOs are
Dude, the
working great
funny
right
thing
now.
is, CAO is like Tao in Chinese, which means fuck. So it's pretty good.
Sound like you're high.
No, sounds like he's accurate. He could be a little high too, but I don't think he could be high in China. They take
Yo,
that shit
Martin, what
serious.
precedent would you like to be set with this lawsuit?
Well, I mean, if I countersue, I'm naming you, Sue. I'm naming you and all 60 members. Or 70 members, or whatever the fuck it is. So you are choosing sides here. Literally, you're going to need a lawyer to represent yourself here. Like, this is... I mean, I don't know if that'll stick or not. Maybe Pleaser can hire you a lawyer with their crypto money, with their token money. They could swap out some Ethereum for some cash, because most lawyers I know don't take Ethereum. So, as litigation opponents, I guess we'll see each other in court.
Are you gonna force Sue to be a witness in court? Making them come to U.S.
He's gonna be deposed. I mean, he's gonna be deposed. That's for sure.
Sue, man, don't come to U.S. Don't do that to yourself.
Sue, say something, man.
He's just getting grilled up because he knows he's in the wrong, man.
It's all silence. It's all silence right now.
There's someone in Pleaser DAO that he's close to, is my guess. Somebody that he has some allegiance or affiliation with, and he feels, and it's not the top lawyer douchebag, because nobody likes that guy. There's some loyalty here, some bond, and I'm pulling on the strings of this bond, and otherwise, what fucking benefits do you get being in, quote unquote, whatever the fuck that means, being in Pleaser DAO? You can't even be in something like this. It doesn't make sense. It's not a thing, like you said. Just disavow the bullshit.
Dude.
This thing is nonsense.
What's
So
your
you gotta correct your hands.
But what's your goal, Martin? Because I do think that, and here's why I agree with you. I think that the way they branded it, which was like, they took the album out of your hands and then are releasing to the public. I do agree with you that is.
I wouldn't say they took it.
I thought that was
Let me be
I thought
clear.
that was a questionable framing, because I do think that the provenance of it, you having owned it, enhances the value of it. I think the lore and that story is something that it should be, what's the word? I think it's something that definitely adds value to it, and it should have been worded more collaboratively.
I mean, I don't collaborate with snitches and feds, first of all. Second of all, I sold a silver box to a group that sold the silver box to another group for $5 million. It's not my fault you guys bought a silver box for $5 million. That's because you probably also bought Bored Apes for millions of dollars.
Yep.
It's not my fault you got suckered into NFTs.
Martin, are you from the Bronx or Queens? Like, historically speaking.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Alright. Yeah, you ain't gonna fucking talk to this homie like this. He ain't gonna take shit. You don't deal with the police. And just the sheer fact of getting laws involved. Like, It ain't the way to do it. You should have messaged him. I'm going to tell you this is where Martin's thinking from.
They didn't ask Sue, bro. Sue's a foot soldier in this shit. He's a pawn.
Yeah, you guys should have
He's not even a
hit
rook
Martin
or
up
a
privately
knight, bro.
and said that ain't right. But because you got the police involved, because you got the feds involved, it's a different.
Dude, Martin, they just
Everything is
saw you
wrong.
as an easy target. They're like, this guy's got a lot of money. Let's go after him.
Nah, it's not even that. It's about the principle of things. Like I don't think you guys really understand what Martin's saying here.
Oh, your snitch friend is here. Camilla's here. Is that your snitch buddy? Are you guys gonna testify? Go tell Camilla. Tell Camilla what you just told me. Or are you gonna be quiet because the Dow's here? Dude, what do they have on you? They have your nudes, dude?
They got your money. That's it.
And that's where the problem is. Like, people get really emotional over their money. So I guess he's asking, like, where's my fucking money?
What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get out of Pleaser Dow? What could you possibly get?
Money.
This thing's worthless. Wow. It's a crypto startup. It's worthless. These crypto money. What's the business model? Buy overpriced things. ... Profit.
But I mean,
Sounds
Martin,
bullish.
what was your motivation for buying the album in the first place?
To flip it and turn a profit, which I did. They bought a box. Congratulations on buying the box. I didn't enter into any agreement with Pleaser Dow or anybody else for that matter. I never represented anything to anybody. But they foolishly bought the box. I have DMs, which will be out soon, with Jameis. I don't know if you guys know who that is. But all this stuff was memorialized with Jameis, which you probably didn't think about or care about because you're idiots. And yeah, it'll be really, funny to see what Jameis thought about this, wouldn't it? You know who Jameis is, Sue?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I met Jameis in Brooklyn. We talked about this stuff. He thinks this Mike guy's a snitch. And that you all should be ashamed of yourselves because you're running to the police. But thankfully, again, I never signed a contract with Pleaser Dow. I never told Pleaser Dow I'm not going to play the album ever again. Pleaser Dow didn't get my contract with the Wu-Tang Clan like vicariously through assignment in a court. Never happened. They bought a box. They're sad they bought a box. They're upset they bought a box. If they wanted to buy all the rights, they could have called me. But they bought a box. And that sucks. That's a big waste of money. So I'll buy Andreessen's stake in Pleaser Dow. I'll name myself Chief Pleaser Officer. I'll change it from a centralized authoritarian organization to an actual DAO that votes on stuff. Many Pleaser members have confirmed to me no votes take place in this DAO. There is no DAO. The Assistant General Counsel, Camilla, she just left. She's clearly a Fed snitch. Just like Sue.
So they bought a box that was essentially worth nothing for $5 million. You idiots.
Jameis literally told me we should have done more due diligence. I told the world I made 1 million copies and sent them out before the sale. They just rushed into it because they got excited. They little crypto PPs got a little, went from 1 inch to 2 inches. And they got excited to throw the gigantic amount of ETH they all of a sudden somehow, was, made valuable. And they said, let's use this magic internet money to buy something in real life, even if it's wildly overvalued, like literally 100x past its value. They did it. Fools rush in, as they say. They didn't get any contracts. They didn't sign anything. They didn't get me to represent anything. So look, if there's some copyright violation or some bullshit technicality, I'll pay the money that Twitter gave me. I'll hand that over. The $6 that I may owe the Wu-Tang Clan for playing it publicly, but the rest of this shit is bullshit. And I think you know that, Sue. But I'm learning the kind of dude you are. I'm learning.
You know what we should do? We should do a debate on this in...
It's called a lawsuit. Yeah, we're doing a debate in front of the judge next week.
Let's do it in Taipei. We're hosting a conference. We can get Machi in as well. be fun, right? We could do it. I think it's early August.
This man is playing with me. You are playing with me.
No.
I told
So
Like you
don't
remember?
you don't
fucking play.
understand this man's mindset. You really. I'm gonna DM you, Sue. You don't really understand this the man's mindset right now. Whatever you think is right, just assume it's completely wrong. It's just about the principles, and that's it. He doesn't really give a fuck about your industry. He doesn't give a fuck about who you are. He's just mad that you put his name on some court fucking papers, and that's fucking wrong. That's all it is.
$5 million on a box that's like worth nothing. That shit's wrong too.
But I mean, if you zoom out a lot from this, right? Like these people bought something from you. You earn money from them
It's
buying.
you. By the way, you're a part of it. It's not these people. Say we. Don't try to fucking avoid and dodge. I'm not in here for no reason, dude. I'm in here because you're part of it. It's we. You.
Sure. So let's think about it this way. Given that people cashed you out of your investment in that box, wouldn't, from a karma perspective alone, you want them to do well?
No, I don't give a fuck. When you sell them a lady, do you want them to do well?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't care what happens?
Of course I do. I mean, I would not want the person that buys from me to instantly go to zero. Like I wouldn't.
If they were willing to buy a worthless token from you for a lot of money, which I'm pretty sure you've done before, what do? Do you give them insurance? Yeah, I wish you luck, great. But if you're going to be antagonistic to me, I don't wish you luck.
Let's think about it this way, right? Like, first of all, there's not a single case where I want the person that buys from me to suffer once they buy. I think that that's just really pointless and also just bad karma. Like, why would you ever want that?
Well, it depends on what you've bought. If you bought this thinking you were getting my copies and my rights and my warranty that I didn't make copies, you're wrong. I'd never warranty that to anybody.
No, but even aside from those warranties, just forget everything except the fact that you made money on this box. You made money on this box.
I hope they resell.
Why would you not wish them well?
I hope they resell the box for $10 million. Great.
That I think is fair. That I think is fair because it would be like if you sold someone a house and then you try to find a way to sabotage the house to zero.
No, because I didn't sell the box with the guarantee that there are no copies.
Of course.
I didn't sell the box.
But from a karma perspective, Martin, I
hope they sell the box for $50 million. Great.
And I think what he's trying to say is that the DAO with the voting system, it's not a real DAO because if someone proposes an offer, like you said, he's selling this box for $5 million, the whole DAO would have voted on this and see like, okay, do we get the rights on this? How many of this are available, et cetera, et cetera. And that process didn't happen. And so that's what makes this fucked up.
Well, also this lawsuit's going to cost probably around $3 million for each side. Is that the best use of pleaser funds? You tell me. Are you voting on that? Is that what you want to do? Settle a grudge with the pleaser money?
So can we have a perp market on pleaser DAO tokens, please? Let the market decide how they feel about this.
Well, you would have to have a vote to do that, and this DAO doesn't
vote. Just a quick question. I was just kind of randomly.
Yeah, nobody's got a vote.
Just randomly listening in. Hey, Martin. Hey, I read through kind of the complaint or indictment or whatever that was filed. Just kind of curious. I'm quite neutral.
It's not. It's a complaint.
Yeah, dude. Hey, just curious. The core beef here is, I guess, in the sale that you did that they didn't buy like the underlying IPR, or is the beef that like the governance of this DAO is incomplete? Just kind of curious where the core beef is.
I think it's both. I mean, it's both. Obviously, this DAO is not a DAO. It's total bullshit, right? It's 100% centralized. One guy named Mike makes the decisions. He's a lawyer. His friend or his former colleague, Jameis, passed away. Tragic accident. And is no longer with us. And this guy took over the DAO and makes all the decisions for everyone, including Sue, who is apparently paralyzed by these guys and is, quite frankly, being a pussy. Yeah, that's fine. And, see you later. Thank you. Sorry for making you listen to this.
Don't worry.
Thanks.
Good luck.
All right, I'm gonna go see my lawyer so I can make sure I win here. But look, I mean, it's pretty clear. When they bought this album, they bought the box. They bought the physical property from the U.S. government. They never entered into an agreement with me in any way, shape, or form. So they could not have bought the rights. They could not have bought the IP. Where I come from, when you buy something, you sign a contract. You don't just fucking do it and hope and pray that you know what happened. So you can't do it after the fact. So as far as I'm concerned, they bought the box. But yes, the bigger issue here is the hypocrisy and nonsense of being a centralized authoritarian organization instead of a decentralized autonomous organization. This thing isn't autonomous. There's just some douchebag lawyer in charge. As far as I'm concerned, lawyers should not be a part of Web3 and crypto at all. And with that, I'm gonna go see my lawyer. Sue, I'll see you in court, you fucking snitch.
Martha, before you leave,
fed
buy
snitch.
some Nigabot token, dude, on Solana Train. It'll be able to fund your lawsuit.
You know, I can fund my lawsuit. You fucking snitch. You Chinese piece of shit. Centralized CCP snitch. Go fuck yourself.
Yo, share everything you find in Discovery, Martin.